Hello guys, welcome to another video. So today I'm trying to analyze backtest then analyze based on what we are looking out for next week. So this week I trade just gold, right? But if you've been following me for a while, you know I started with GU. GU was the best pair for me then. But now I trade just gold. So this is the 3 hours, as you all know, my highest. Okay, not most of you, not all people know I'm a scalper. So I'm a scalper, so highest time frame I look out for in most cases is the 3 hours. So let's see what price has been doing. So I'm going to mark based on last week. I'm going to just start from last week to know what will happen, right? I'm going to count 7 candles from the daily. I'm going to count 7 candles from the daily backward. So this is it. This is for Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Excuse me. Monday. So this is where I am going to start backtesting from 15 minutes. Right? From 15 minutes. Because if I should go back to 1 minute, because I mean mostly trade in 1 minute. So if it goes back to that part in 1 minute. Let's see. Let's see. When you go back, this is my point. Yeah, exactly. This point. So what we are backtesting now is the New York session, right? So New York session starts from 1:30 Nigerian time. Now this is 1:30. I'm going to mark it like this. Or let's use this. I'm looking for 1:30. Right? From here to 5. This is 2. 5. Unnecessarily I stayed up to that time, but just backtesting, right? Go to here, to here, from here to here. Is the price action I would have used for Monday. So what has been happening is the next question I'll ask myself. So I have to look at 15 minutes, but because I don't want to come back this far, I can see through this. And see through this. And what has been happening here is this. There was a break of structure here, and there's one here, right? But remember, I am already here. So what do I do from here? Excuse me. This is what I found the market doing. And already it is coming down to here. So I know that this initially is my target from the higher time frame. So there's a break here. Trigger, right? This is my trigger. Break of structure is my trigger. Entry, important candle. Liquidated. Ask me. I will not be liquidated then maybe earlier because I love to save my money. No, no, not there. Oh. This is where my stop loss is. I that and brought that would have had something like this. That position. Yeah. So I once showed one of my colleagues at my place of work how I trade, and she was amazed. So how do I trade now? Because you don't just place trade and refuse to manage it, right? You don't. So this is how the setup. One is to what? One is to five. But I'm not willing because I told you I love to make money and I hate to lose it. So if I have an opportunity like this, I would prefer, because I trust my important candles so well, the point that I prefer to take one is to two here than to get liquidated there. I don't know if you understand, but I just said what I said. So I prefer to get one is to two, hmm, here than to get liquidated here. So if I am trading, I usually trail. And what I'm even analyzing here is even before this one. But this is what I would have done here. Then I will start trading my stop loss. Once it is one is to one, move to break even, or half of it, half of my stop loss. Then if this one is to two, I will just look for the important candle. Counts without number, I have been kicked out. Price will almost reach my TP and then I get liquidated. So times without number. And I've learned from that. That is why I don't just keep it running. So from here at 1:30, I'll be confused as hell, to be honest. I'll be confused unless I see the 15 minutes. The 15 minutes is what will tell me what actually is happening. As you can see, it is a different thing here, saying that there's a break of structure here. Yes, price retraced, and now it is breaking. So from this candle is where I got on the market, right? This is it. So where is my important candle? Because that is what I first off look for in this whole thing. So this is one, this is one. So this white one is the one. I will mark this. I'll mark a zone, right? I'll start trailing. I'll start trailing. I'll start trailing. I'll start trailing. I'll tell you how I'll enter here, right? Then trail. So hoping that it's going to get back to this place, but already I've seen it, this type of pin bar. Oh, it's not actually a pin bar. It's me marking a zone, I think. Why did I mark this? This is not. This is 5. So all these lines you see, hmm? All these lines you see, I would have had just one entry from the 15 minute. But if I go to my 1 minute, I'll show you a lot of entries. So let's go back in time. Excuse me, and my manners. I'm having a cold. So for Monday, what did you say? Hmm? This is a 15-minute high. This is another one. But I pay attention to important candles. So I would have had an entry here. This is my entry. Why? Let me trail it. You see, this, sorry, this candle that I'm marking is the last one before this break of structure, right? And it has been mitigated. What is the next one? It's our question. This one. So if I'm going to have an entry here, because I've already had trigger, and this is my entry right here. the high that it created in the target. Yeah, actually 1:4. But I trail, so I would be out in 1:2. You see why I told you my 1:2 is one of the important ones because it always does that. It's 1:2, 1:2, 1:2. But on reaching to that place, how I would have an entry now is because this is a break of structure, as you can see. So in my mind, I'm thinking of a reversal. But at the same time, I know putting these two candles is a week, just a week. If I go to 2 minutes, I cannot go to 2 minutes unless 3 minutes. But let's try 3 minutes, right? But let's go to 3 minutes so that you see what I'm saying. You see a week there. Exactly. Can you see it? Can you see a week that I was talking about? So already I know that. I know he's likely coming to take this low, this low. But I'm not going to do that because I'm a very disciplined trader. So what I would do is I will respect what 1 minute is showing me because I'm not using 3 minutes to trade. That's not what I'm using. I'm using 1 minute. So I with the rules of one right here, which it did not even tap me. And this is a swing. A lot happened here. This is a swing point. So there's a change of character here. Do you understand? So I would be looking for price to reach here. Oh, indeed, I got an entry. Wow, hallelujah. But my target will still be my former target. This is what I've been trying to explain. Will still be here. So I will get on here. So right here, right? Stop loss here and target. Hallelujah. What? 1:2 again. So if I'm making $10, this is 40 already. And the two trades. Only two trades. And if you are reaching 1,000, yeah, having $40. I mean a 40K. I mean a 4K. So as simple as that. But if this is a liquidity grab on the 15 minute, you know that it is the low of the 15 minute, right? Which it's supposed to be here, which is 1:3. But I'm telling you what I would do because I trade how I trade. Others trade how they trade. So that's just it. And also, what I saw here again is, see, before I conclude, mm, yeah, there's a swing point here, right here. Not every move up to down I consider a swing, but there's a swing point here. So my next zone will be here. You're wondering why price reacted there, but I know why it did. And one funny thing about me is I don't just trade anyhow, right? If price doesn't get here, I know that this is a potential zone and it is creating liquidity. So look at what happened here. This is one, right? So I was expecting it to do this and it didn't. I know this is a liquidity. Hmm? Does that stop me from taking this one? No, didn't. This is it. So it is giving me a trend line liquidity vibe from here to here. So I have a swing after this flip here, right? Now this is the low. If I see something like this, in my mind, what I'll be thinking is, okay, where can I enter from here to target this place? Because already I know that price will get there. And besides, higher time frame structure just got what? Liquidated, which I know this is a zone, right? So I'm just telling you the stories in my head while I'm trading. The stories in my head. So let's say this is my final target of this line. Let's drop it here. Another type of zoning I consider is this one. It didn't happen, but oh, I just deselected it. So this is it. Or at this. Maybe I wouldn't have even taken it because there's no confirmation. Could not find any confirmation. Couldn't find any confirmation. Control Z. Let's take this one out first. Control Z. I wouldn't have taken any trade here. So if you remember, structural change here and here, right? So this is it. My mentor usually taught us about he taught us about 50% of the zone, then 1 to 1, 50% 1 to 1. We did something like I think 70 to 75, so around 70 thereabout. Look at it, 1:1 is here. And it's easy, very easy. And from here, I would have been targeting lows. Why? Because I have here. Remember this? So I will just mark last printed important candle, right? I might suffer drawdown here. Doesn't matter to me now. Doesn't. All I care about is I see something like this and I take my trade here. Because in some cases I wait for confirmations. It would have been something like this. If there's a confirmation, it would be something like this to target this low. But this is the low created in this swing, this bigger swing. Let me draw it out. Excuse me. In this bigger swing. And as you can see, it aligns with my mentor's 50%, right? Because that try to be a bit specific. And if I should enter from here, let's assume I took this as a first trade. The first trade here, the target here. The confirmations gives more RR compared to direct entries. It would have been here. I know that it can take here to take any other one. So this is 1:4 and this is 1:6. So one is not even 1:6 because it's not up to the low. But this is 1:12 in one session. And probably done for the day. On to the next one. Next day, because this is the demarcation for Monday session. So let's go to the next session. See what happened. Tuesday by 1:30. Around here. So it started. This is my candle, right? And We done by 5. Wow, a lot happened here. Excuse me. Right back. So this is what we are trading. This range, right? From here to here is what we have for the whole session. This is what we are trading, right? So when I get here, because it's normally the 15 minutes to know what has been happening. So we're done with we need to make this big. Hmm? Let's make it a bit bigger. In 5, a little bigger. So this is the range I'm trading in. Right? So what structure saying? I'm looking for sales. Hmm. Looking for sales. Already right from here, there has not been a break. So the only thing I can depend on is this high, low, right? A high, and there's a low here. Low that brought this. So there's a break of structure here. And there's this that has not been mitigated. I'm going to mark this. That's the last one. Then I'll start trading. Start trading, right? This is my remember this is where my target would have been for a continuation until this broke, right? Let's go to 15 and 1 minute. See if I would have a lot of entries. So this one is where I was hoping to get an entry, but I would have quickly moved on because let me show you reason. Don't consider a pin bar, right? 50% of this guys tend to normally react to it. So this is another zone, form of resistance, but we're not talking about that here. What I would be doing on 1 minute is this. After this, what did I see? Because the structure everywhere, every structure is where I am. Right? This is a structure, and this is an important candle. So what I'm trying to look for is the next important candle, which is this mitigated. Nice. So all I'm doing is just trading. No entry here because this has already happened. This has already happened. So I've marked this as a zone. No entry, no entry, no entry, no entry, no entry, no entry. Trailing. We'll be trailing here. Let's see what it did. Yeah, trailing until this point. Until this point. This is the point. So in this now, in this point now, I cannot see an entry still, but I would have easily entered here because I'm trying to be conservative. So move this somewhere around here, and I get remember our target minus to 2. This is a bad trade. I wouldn't have taken this one because it is too big, to be honest. So all right, let's move on. One is just passing me, which is very painful. I'm not like to lose money. But it's fine. There's a swing here. This black candle, this swing point, which is also a zone. Remember, I did not see this before I dragged it, but it is a zone here, and it is a swing point at the same time. Why is it a swing point? Because it took my important candle, so it gives me a little bit of space for this. So that's a zone. Just as this is a zone, that is also a zone. So as you can see, gives me small retracement back to this. But the journey continues, right? Until I have a second one, I don't take trade. I'm just giving you pro tips, pro tips. Fail, trail, fail, non taking, fail, fail. So you see this is what I call a reversal. So I would not take a buy here because it has already happened. So this is where I would have entered for a sell. This is too big to modify into this. Nah, oh yeah, this is what broke. Sometimes I modify to this. Sometimes it's just target. But to be honest, let me keep it where it is. It's the only highest modification I know. Sometimes I do. I just take it here. I'm being honest. 100. So as you can see, one is to certain. Where is my next one? It's this one. They take me? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. So on this line, there's another one. On this line, there's another one. So I already know that TP and stop loss should be around here, right? But I will still be trailing this. It's with this that I'm going to enter. Because as you can see, the way it entered, this would have looked like a good entry because it mitigated this. But I still need a confirmation that my important candle gets broken. So I would have had a short here, and this candle. Stop loss. That's a confirmation, right? Which this is a long one. Take profit here. Bad trade. Head up to 1 is to 2. But already we're in a bullish trend. I mean bearish. Initially, this is our target. Yeah, that's the target. Even for this, this is the target. Oh, what am I looking for? I did not take trade last week. I was busy. It was a busy week. But let's see. I'm here. Here, 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 here. This is it to confirm this one. Equal highs. But they didn't give us an entry. We just keep on trading. Might have an entry here. Liquidity grab. Liquidity grab. Sure. So we have this liquidity grab. And when they shift, this is how I trail actually. Keep on trailing until I see what I want. I just follow the price to do whatsoever it does. And if I see something like this, I just keep quiet. I mean, if I see something like this, I just wait to see what happens. If it doesn't give me what I want, I leave it there. So I would have had how many entries? One, which is a bad one, because I keep on trailing, and this is going to give you stress. If it is not your strategy, don't take it. I look at three things: trigger, entry, target. These are the three things I look at. But when I start trading, um, that's it for Tuesday. Let's go to Wednesday. So for Wednesday, we're going to start by 1:30 around here. Just around here. So this is my price action. I'm looking a bit confused. But let's go to 15 minutes. So I now call this lady and she did not call me. So sorry. So this is it, right? We come in here, we go back to Wednesday. This where we are looking to trade from. So there's nothing here for me to work with. Only a swing point from here to here. Excuse me. And this. So you see this? We have a rejection. It took grab, grab, rejection from here. Did this. Grab. Oh, probably I would have taken this. but I need a 15 minutes target first. So let's see. Actually, the end. Okay, let's see what we have. Fill this low and show this one, and this one, and show this one. I get you. This is the target. Also, and we call this to come and liquidate this again. So this is just what it is. Just pure candles analysis. No swing, nothing, nothing. When is this? So this is what I marked, right? This is the first low. This is the second low. So this is an important low for me. Important candle of the important low. We mark this. So entry would be this. This is one of the sweetest entry from Monday to till today. Excuse me. So this is one of the sweetest entry from here. Target the high. Stop loss here. Take profit here. This one is without stress. That's why it is good to look at the higher time frame. Look at the higher time frame. This, right? So from the higher time frame, even from the lower time frame, excuse me, there's something we saw here. You can see there was never a break here. Never was it a break. So this remain our important candle. So here, this remained the important candle. We have, but within it, there is also some. It is only in rare cases that I take this. For instance, let me say, this is not a case where I will take this. It's not even a case where I will take this. So this is the only thing I saw, I guess. Nope. Wouldn't have taken this one. CP is big. Too big. So I would have started with this. See, let's see. Break, retest this. Yeah. It has been mitigated. Yeah. I think I would have been liquidated for this. So it did get liquidated. Almost, yeah. Spread would have taken me out. But this would have made it out. So that's it about that. And this is also a 15-minute candle. Yeah. This is also a 15-minute candle that is liquidated. After this, and I see this break, I would have entered here. Target maybe here, which gave me a little this, and it took me out. Okay, just one good setup for Wednesday using my strategy. Okay, okay, break this, break this. Yes, I did not see it would have been too. I did not see this entry here. There's not a good entry here. It would have been it actually, but this is not an important candle, so I missed it, which is fine. Withdraw, withdraw, withdraw. Swing entry here. Yeah, in another entry here. Take profit here. I think this is 1:1. Bad entry, not taken. This 1:1, I'm not taking. Everyone is to 1.5. I'm not taking this, bro. Not taking this. And we stopped here. So I would have lost one entry. Let me just put it. Yeah. So this is what I would have been expecting. Yeah. Stop loss. Yeah. And it's to almost three. So I got liquidated here. This is the second one. Mm, this has already happened. So why would I have been looking for? I think it is a win for me because if you should look at this, almost liquidated. This is liquidated already. It will show winner, but it is liquidated because of Sperry would have taken me out, bro. Yeah. It would have taken me. I would have taken me out. This is 1:4, 1:2, and 1:5. So 1:5.8. I lost two. I'm up three. Let's go to the next day. The next day is a Thursday. Thursday by 5. Let's make it out. 5 o'clock. So this is it. A price action for Thursday. We have to open it is here, which obviously there's no entry at the moment, but for this, I'll have, I think this is one sweet entry. This, I get this, right? Easy. This is smooth. Smooth, bro. Smooth. Loss here. 1:4, right? So let's look at higher time frame. The reason why I'm looking at higher time frame is I don't understand what. Anytime I don't understand what is happening, I tend to just look at the higher time. So where is my last important candle? This until this happened. So there's a break here. Yeah, we have been in the range of this until here, and this. So let's go back. Let's go back. I'll soon be done with this. This is Thursday. At this point, there is a break here, right? But is there a way I can minimize this trade? I think there is. No, 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 no. I don't want to confuse anybody. So let's see, let's see, let's see. Broke, broke. Okay, this broke, and this broke. No way, no way, no way for adding of entries. But this is a swing. right? Swing has been established here. Swing established here. Only minor retracement. Could I have entered this? Maybe. Yeah, I would have entered this, but I would maybe enter here. There is where I would have entered for this. This here, TP at the highest high. And where is my take profit? Wouldn't have been that long, to be honest. Now I don't know where my target is. It would have been easier, maybe 50%. The swing, maybe here. I need to tap. Simple and smooth. The price has been mitigating here. Caught another entry. I don't know if it played out, but this is it. Not here. So this is it, right? This is it. Out here. The bearish candle. The blows where it is. And I would have been looking out here. TP. That's from the higher time frame, there are equal highs, which is smooth. But to be honest, I wouldn't have waited. I wouldn't have waited. Delivered on a Friday night or Friday morning, right? So this is it. And this is supposed to be a zone. This is the zone. But we'll talk about that later. So let's go to a Friday finally. Because I'm tired. It is almost an hour. Yeah, almost an hour. Me back testing, which is good. Let me just use this for Friday. So we have this. So like this, like 5. So this is what we have for the day. And we are looking at this when I go to the market. I'll be looking at where to buy this and this. Okay. I'm trying to say broke, equal, broke, broke. So this is it. This is where my buy begins. And also I'll be looking at, okay, what is it doing? No, because this is okay. I would have been targeting here, here. Okay. I wouldn't have caught this. Wow. Consistency thing though. So from here, that's where I would have entered. Up here. Maybe here. Because everything has been mitigated. Everything has been mitigated. Everything has been mitigated. Hey, let's look. out here. This is where I would have been hoping it to reach. Not hoping actually, where I would have analyzed it to reach. Yeah, because that's a possible likely place I know. These are my strategy it will reach. But then I saw this happen, not part until this happened. Yeah, right? Let's put it. This is another nothing here. So basically, if you notice, it delivers 1:2 on a daily basis. And if you have a target in mind, you might likely hit it in that session and you're done. And one thing about this particular thing is just stick to the strategy. Stick to your rules. If you are taking 4 trades a day, pick four and go. So we have this not taken. Yeah, this would have been taken. Target defined, entry defined, everything defined. Almost that out. Maybe spread. Did I take? I think I took a trade on Friday. Yeah, around. It was not religious. It was not religious. But would I have taken this impulsive move? Yeah, I would. This is it. These are entry target. This is my entry. Stop loss. Target is based on here. Well, all this is liquidity. Is an imbalance. But I don't look at that. I look at this. Yeah, I would have been looking at. Did it get back here? Not yet. And this is what I would have been looking at until this happened, and we are done. So for next week, what I'm looking at is 3 hours, right? Because it is for the whole week that I'm analyzing. So let's see all the hours. So you can see price reacted where I have just open. Let's delete everything. Then I'll analyze, right? So I have candlestick structural shapes here. Oh, not you, but you, please. Yeah. Okay. I'll have to double confirm, double check this because it is, yeah, it's okay here. This is what we have for the long run. That's in the long run. And for this, I have this. I have something that has already been mitigated. Initially, it would have been where? Yeah. So this is where we are. This could just happen on. This could just literally happen on one day. But these are the zones I'm looking out for a week. So I expect price to, if price should successfully do this, has done this and done this, I would look for an entry for a zone here down. But if it doesn't happen like this, because I will just react to it. And this particular low created did this. I needed to break the two highs. So let me use my old method. Having a bias on the daily time frame. What do we have? We have more of buys and sells. So whatsoever happens doesn't matter. You're just in the range, and we just want to have more, and we just want to have more money. I just pray for the best for all of us. See you on the peace out. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. Peace.